Hi, I'm Daniel. I'm a sleep physician. And if you have insomnia, this channel is for you. Extra excited because tonight we have a success story. David says that the monkey is finally off his back. He has gotten past insomnia using the superpower of acceptance. Extra excited to have you back tonight. It is episode 271. I am absolutely thrilled for every comment and every email that I get, but a little bit extra so when it is a success story. And we will see how David has gotten to a point where he feels that he no longer has an issue. He no longer has insomnia. Now, I plan to actually read every email that I exchange with David soon for a little bit of background, but let me just share actually the first one. This is from July 10th, where David wrote the following. Real brief, in case you want to know my story, I've had sleep maintenance issues all year long. Suddenly, I was waking an hour or more before I wanted to, and I already had issues sleeping a normal 7 to 8 hours anyways, always rising earlier than I like. I can't remember a time in the last decade when I woke to an alarm, so subtract an extra hour or more regularly wasn't fun. So that was a little background, and I can tell you without reading the other emails that he had a lot of the thoughts that everybody has, questions about anxiety, hyperarousal, whether he should use a light box, and if some people are natural light sleepers. He's had questions about adenosine and melatonin, etc. Now fast forward to 9 hours ago, I got this email. Daniel, it's been quite a while, longer than I remembered, since we've communicated. I'm sorry, I had to unsubscribe from your channel. As you know, sometimes looking up too much info on the subject can be counterproductive. I just wanted to write to say thanks for having the channel and all your responses. I had my last appointment with my sleep psychologist last week. I truly feel I'm done with insomnia. Listen to that. Does that mean I'm sleeping better? Maybe a little. It's still relatively short, maybe 6+ hours. But I've fallen back asleep more often than I have all year. But the important thing is I no longer worry about it. I've got more energy than I had all year, and I no longer feel the desire to solve the mystery of my sleep during the day. It's been an interesting path for me. Though I had no problem with CBTI, it did not give me success, and things only improved when I took breaks from the rules. At around one of my CBTI breaks, my sleep doc was working on acceptance meditation with me, which is when I also discovered ACT and Guy Meadows' book. She was unaware of the book or applying ACT for insomnia, but she basically was pushing me in that direction. ACT certainly helped, but I think the final piece to the puzzle was interviews of Nick Wignall that both you and Martin have done. He described insomnia as an anxiety disorder, not a sleep disorder. I never had a panic attack over it. A few stressful moments, sure. So I never considered anxiety to be the issue, but I never considered that there are different levels of anxiety. Nick explained going to sleep is like shifting down gears in a car. That really clicked with me. Even though I was happy to follow the rules, either strict CBTI or looser ACT, I was shifting up gears just a bit, making it that much harder to fall back asleep. All this came to a head one night. After a couple of so-so weeks taking meds once or twice a week, I decided it was okay if I had a bad night and slept on the couch. I was in total acceptance, and since then, I felt like the monkey was off my back. I haven't had a pill in 3 weeks. I have fallen back asleep sometimes. When I do wake early, I don't feel like I'm kicking into a higher gear, so there might be some light sleep happening. Of course, I never found much of an explanation, other than my brain just got used to a high arousal level at around 5 to 6 hours of sleeping. But given how different it feels now, I'm extremely hopeful it may be repair time. The repair over. I'm extremely hopeful it may repair over time. Right? But also, I'm no longer bothered by the early awakenings. It is what it is, and I'm fine with it. I think that's it. I just thought you'd like to hear the story of my path. Thanks again for your support of this tired community. First of all, David, if you hear this, I am super grateful because few people decide to share what you've done here. And I completely understand that once you feel better, you no longer want to be in the insomnia universe. But to everyone out there, if you in a couple of months or a year, or even if you in 2 years, just remember, there was that channel and I used to look at it, now I don't, send me an email, please. And because this is so helpful to hear. I'm just going to end here. I'm not going to analyze or talk more, but there is tons to talk about here. I'm going to do a long episode and really dissect all the super helpful things that David has shared here. So super thanks to you, David. Anybody else out there with any question, comment, leave me a comment or send me an email, daniel@insomniainsight.co, and I look forward to having you back here tomorrow. Until then, take it easy.